Hello everybody. I just fixed my um, tool attachment spray. I wasn't spraying on my tool attachment, but it was working on the floor setting. So I watched so many videos how to troubleshoot, and any video that told me what I should be fixing and checking didn't work for me. The bucket, of course, you have to have water in it, and check the belt, check the pump. But then I found a video what says if your spray is working for the floor, it's okay with the pump is probably working and belt is working. So I didn't know how to prime the hose. It was really no button or nothing that unless you have to take it apart. So I attempted to try one more time. So what I did, again, many videos I watched was telling me clean this part with paper clip. I did. And then it wouldn't work, so I gave up. The next day, I decided to give a try again. So I figured it out, but then after I fix it, then I decided to take a video. So I don't want to take apart and tell you how I did it, how I took it apart, but it's really straightforward. This tube was empty. So if this tube is empty, that means you need to get prime. You need to prime it. If the tube is empty, water is not coming to this part. So this part probably is functioning. This end is probably functioning, but you're not getting water here. That means problem is over there, down there. And so what I did, I detached here. You can take off from this neck, this tube. There was a little zip tie, tiny around it, right here, that I had to cut it in order to take it off. It was quite snug, so you be careful not to damage this part. So I took the tube apart, got the machine running. I was sucking the air out. I used my mouth, but it's up to you. You will get the air out, and eventually the water will start coming slowly. You will taste the detergent, but then I did it. I was spitting out in my another bucket, and it took me like a couple of seconds. Don't swallow any if you use the mouth. You can always use the syringe and with tight fitting in and big large syringe, so you can really pull that air out and get the water, like suck the water to come to this end. And you will see, once you get the water up to here, you don't have to suck it anymore. The water was pouring out. So then I attached back to this little piece, and I used the fishing line. If you can see here, a little knot. I did a couple loops and I made it tight just in case because I don't have that zip tie anymore, that doesn't get detached. So then it worked, I think. Should not be a problem because this tube is really not or line, it's really stable, that doesn't get tugged on, it will be hidden inside. So make sure when you take apart these two, inside is the pressure with a trigger at the back, and there's a metal inside sitting like that. Make sure you don't lose those parts when you take apart. You only need to unscrew 4 screws here. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 screws here, 2 screws here. Put it back together and good to go. I hope this will help you. Be very careful with this trigger. so that you don't damage it while you're playing with this. Again, just take it apart, suck the air out with machine running, make sure you have enough water in the bucket, and when it's keep running, you're done. Keep this on the floor. As you can see, I'm keeping it on the floor so that you lose that prime if you lift, because you have to attach. As soon as you elevate this tube without being attached to this part, the air will go back in and you will lose your prime again. You have to redo it again. So see, this is now water is inside you can't tell, you may be on the camera, but this is water now filled. When I opened it up last night, it was all empty. I wasn't sure what the problem was. So now I'm assuming, I'm using my common sense that water should be inside your tube all the time, not to lose the prime. But if it happens again, now you know what to do. If there's water, if the water is, when you take apart this top, if you have a water here with no bubbles, that means something else is going on inside the machine. It's not priming problem, or trigger is the problem, or here, so you can clean it with a paper clip. I'm not sure how to fix if the problem is in the trigger. This is probably a little bit more difficult, challenging. I hope this helps. Just make sure you put everything back how it was. Take it apart slowly. Remember the parts. So you have only this part inside the metal, and also this one comes out as well. Don't lose that as well. Okay. Have a good day. Bye.